Okay, we will say goodbye to all of these cards, and now we're going to talk about what I picked up at the Pokemon Center. So I had a 10 a.m. reservation on my first day there, Friday. Getting in was kind of mostly fine, I feel like. They didn't want people there until about 15 minutes before the reservation. People were showing up much, further in advance. I walked over once, and then they said, come back max like 15 minutes before your time. So that wasn't too bad. Only a little bit of pushing when you were outside. Once everybody got inside, it was pretty smooth from there. Got to stop and take pictures with a bunch of things and then start shopping. I did win a lottery before the show. That was the only way you were able to purchase a Elite Trainer box. I got to win a White Flare one instead of a Black Bolt, whichever one's fine. Picking up another one for $60 retail. You can never be mad about that. I'm happy to get another one of those. When it comes to items, of course, our playmat underneath here that I was using. We also, let's actually move this way. Able to pick up a binder. So contemplating if I'm going to switch to this for one of my PC binders. I'll probably do that and see if I can get rid of one of my other ones, or move everything into here rather. Maybe create another trade binder out of the other. Let's see, what do we have next? Some plushies. My favorite plushie of the event, the Machamp. Had to pick him up if there was going to be nobody. Pikachu sold out on a couple different days. I will say that I was able to pick up Pikachu if we can find him. There he is. Gotta pick him up. It makes sense. Both of them. Who do you like more? Machamp. He's my winner for today. I walked around the Pokemon Center 4 complete times. On my second trip, I didn't buy anything extra or add anything to my bag. The third time around, I did add this very fluffy Arcanine plushie. Haven't seen something like this. Super soft. Happy to grab him. Let's see, a couple more things related to the event. The jersey. This jersey, let's see if we can get this in the shot mostly. Soft type of jersey. I will say I got an XL. I wish I would have got a 2X. It'll fit me enough, so that's okay. We've got a official deck box and damage and dice box in here. On my 4th trip around the Pokemon Center, I found these sitting on top of one of the displays. So they weren't there on any of my other trips, and my 4th time around, I did find something new to add. It was even next to somebody, and I was like, is that yours? He's like, no, not mine. So very happy to pick up pretty much everything I wanted that had the 2025 Anaheim stuff on it, including the exclusive pin. Once again, just glad I got to pick up the stuff I wanted mostly. There was 2 items that they did not have that I was a little sad about. We'll talk about those in a bit. We've got this isn't going to fit. I don't think there's a picture on the tag, but we'll just call it, no, there is not. It is just a towel, but I'll toss it quickly in here. You're not going to be able to see it, but it is a Gyarados towel, and it looks really awesome. So happy to pick that up. I'm a sucker for a Master Ball. If you've ever seen my binders, it is indeed one of my favorites. So grabbed a plushie. Didn't own one of these before. I'm already there. Might as well pick it up. 2 more plushies. We've got one for Reina, and then my Oddish for me. So just 2 that they were basically next to each other. 2 are in the same section. Easiest grabs on my first round around the Pokemon Center. Let's see here. We've got you can see the boogie board and the shirt that I really liked. I wore that around Disney the other day too. They had a lot of shirts. Some of them were kind of crazy prices, like $110. That shirt was $50, which I thought was pretty reasonable. Colors really pop. Like that one a lot. So the 2 items they didn't have that I really wanted, one was the duffel bag. Same things, kind of similar to these types of style or with that type of Pikachu on there. But that's okay, didn't get that. And then the thing that I really wanted, my actual number one want, was this Pokemon jersey. So you might be wondering, why do I sound sad? Because this jersey here, they only had a 4X in. So unfortunate. Let me show you the back. I actually had a 5X, and I traded with some lady who had a 4X because they're like, oh, I'm just going to sleep in it. And I said, I'm trying to get the smallest one possible. So really wanted to pick this up. Was unable to, but that is okay. Or at least in the size that I wanted. But yeah, we're going to see what's to be done with this. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else from the Pokemon Center. Not so much. Oh, so if you had a guess, or if you already guessed, the amount I spent was just over 600. I think it was like 610. So a lot of money. The most expensive thing was the boogie board, $80, and the baseball jersey, $80. Everything else I felt like was, not too bad. I would have paid $80 for the jersey if I had my size too, and I paid $80 for a size that isn't my size. So that tells you something. I really wanted that one. After that, my goal for the rest of the day and day 2 was to sell a bunch of stuff. So I sold, funny enough, those guys back there, the Chilling Reign Pokemon Center ETBs, the first Pokemon Center ETB that ever existed. I sold 3 of those. One of them, or a pair, was to a vendor, and then the extra one, I sold it to somebody else who gave me a fair cash price. So I'm thinking, I sold it for about, let's see, I think it's 400 even. Wow. $395 actually. Yeah, that's the math on it. $395 for those 3. So pretty, once again, happy to cash out a little bit there. I sold a V-Memory Celebrations box. That was a good value, like 140. Also, like I said, decided not to trade away or not to sell some of the prismatic stuff that I brought, and other things that I was just like, I feel like I'd rather pay cash even in some instances rather than give up some of this premier, or like what I think is some good product to hold on to. So that is the Pokemon Center review. I think that's everything. I'm trying to think if I sold anything else. Of course, the big trade, big pickups, picking up a Grail, picking up a card I've waited way too long to grab. Just a super fun time. All right, was just signing off to say, oh, these guys are mixed up. That's fun. Signing off and saying I have a show this weekend on Sunday. West Coast Card Show back Anaheim at the Convention Center. I think I'm going to attend the final day and see what deals I can get. I thought about going on Friday because I do have the day off, but I'm thinking I'm going Sunday, and I'm going to try to get some deals and be a little bit more like, at this event, I was happy to buy, happy to spend, do trades a little bit more frequently and stuff. Over there, I think I'm going to try to, see if I can get some more deals. Go through my card lists eventually and see what cards I'm really looking for, because I really did pick up a ton of things like on my want list. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And yeah, maybe we'll get some more stuff from the show next weekend.